Twitch. Team 1, we got ourselves DJ The Cleave. Oh, look at you go full survival on these boys. I like that set. That's like my favorite set. Isn't it the Wrath of Lich King set or is it the TBC set? No, that's the TBC. The other, I'm thinking of a different one for Wrath. We got ourselves Alexis as a sub rogue, Ornash in the back as a fire mage. We got ourselves Suz looking good with a mug, but you got cheat death rolling, so I'm wondering why you got cheat death on an Ark. It looks like he's trying to see if he can break out of them gates with a big old flesh cap. We got ourselves team 2, or rather team 1 Athaman. Looking all fade, but could be a ruse. We got ourselves big guns, looking for them big ones. We got ourselves Hash, we got ourselves Tonifo, and it looks like Gloosh is going to be first up as a rogue. Versus a shaman. Shaman covered with a big old flesh cap, ready to take the impactful Shadow Strikes versus Gloosh. Open it up with a Shadow Strike. Gonna be immediate static totem, trapping him in place. It looks like Arky is gonna send out the wolf, send out the earth, and try to see if he can set up some damage. Getting shot by the rogue. Got himself the Kieran, breaking through the shield. That's gonna be a big resonator. Potentially could get Arky in the bad spot. Does she can just to move out of it with a pre-wall. Gloosh does go for a shot him up for a second. Oh my goodness! Oh my god, I don't think Gloosh, I think he thought he was okay. He thought he was out of there quickly enough. It looks like Arky just smacked the boy down with a massive early blast. I don't even know what kind of a blast he was loading up. I'm going to be trying to popping up the biggest set and trying to see if he can reverse a lot of the damage with Arky. He does have the Aegis trinket. Or Aegis? I don't even know. I heard it Aegis. Aegis. I like Aegis. I don't know why. I think the Aegis trinket sounds cooler than Aegis, but maybe it's like the egg. Is the egg trinket. I guess it could be kind of funny. Wall out of Tonifo does slam down the ground under Arky. That's going to be massive chain harvest, trying to rip out the life forces out of him as Arky looking like he's stabilized. Trapping Tonifo inside his static totem. Capacitor does sunder him for a moment, shake him up a little bit. Tonifo continues taking the alley blast and into lightning bolts back to back out of Arky. Sunder for a second. Tonifo does look for that recovery. He does. I think somebody did drop down a healing totem at some point. That healing totem doesn't power the next few heals you got, and together with Maelstrom, that's a massive, massive reheal. Looks like Tonifo is just trying to see if he can back out of there for a second. Just trying to see if he can zoom out of there. Arky looking to continue the pressure, continue the damage, continue stacking up the potential versus Tony. Tony got himself a quick heal for a second. Earth Shield to follow right after. Is Arky playing Earth Shield? I don't think he might be. I think Arky is playing that Elemental Shield. He wants to get hit. He wants to get the Maelstrom built up from the Elemental Shield. And he wants to use that Maelstrom aggressively and defensively. Tonifo does go for a bit of a reset. Arky, seeing that reset, is going for that flash cap just to regain a little bit of that survivability. Going to be a quick interrupt with a Sunder versus Tonifo as they try to see if he can disengage out of this fight with a port. Massive little blast. Tonifo could be in big trouble. No mana left. That mana is just dry, running on empty. Got himself a bit of an Earth Shield, but it might not be enough. It looks like Arky is going to be able to zap him down into the ground. Oh my goodness. There it is, taking him down just like that with big guns. Got them big Scorpo boys. What the? Is that Scorpion? Wait, not Scorpion, but what is that one boss from, and maybe I got the name right, maybe I got the name wrong, but there's this one boss, one Scorpion Crystal boss from Nighthold. Is that the boss? It's gonna be a massive blast by Arky before he goes in to find out if that is actually the boss from a raid. He's gonna be getting pets of his own with them fire wolves. That's gonna be big guns taking huge damage. Turtle Celeste again, real low on health. Looks like someone still killed him. I think the flame shot kept burning on. Arky, it's just been so far just clobbering these boys upside the head with Hashinshin going for a bit of a flesh cut of his own. This paladin. Honor duel between the two. Look at this first honor duel today. Seeing Arky just popping off with Big Damie, and Haj is gonna walk up to him, give him an ice old bow. So will Arky as the two competitors fighting each other in the battle. Gonna be Arky without a flesh cut, and Haj got himself double shield with that shield of vengeance. Most likely with that hand of freedom popping off as he climbs on that orb. Try to stay next to Arky. Maybe that flesh cut shield will pop at him. He's gonna try to see if he can reverse some damage back to Arky. Gonna be Aegis stricken as he sees the final wreck coming out. Haj probably should go for a Hodge, then final wreck. Arky is just gonna trap Hash over in the static totem and hex him, just trying to reduce some of the damage he has to deal with. He's just gonna frost shock him just to give him a slow. Ghostful's joining in, wings falling up. It looks like Hash is gonna be out in the open. Could potentially be a bubble situation as Arky just absolutely blasts the boy out. Hash could be in a tight spot, trying to go for a bit of a bubble, looking for that reset as Arky lets him get away. And he recovers with a full-on flesh scaff. He's in a much better spot. He doesn't have a wall for a bit. Does have a trinket in case he needs to. The Aegis trinket was perfect against the holy damage of Hash, reducing it at least by 50%, and that goes into the shield. And Hash is now looking for that recovery. Try to stay away from Archie. Look at you get some holy power. Potentially try to go for a self-heal. Hodge into Archie. That's going to be set from proccing from the tier set. Got himself the Wake of Ashes for even more resources. Archie is going to pressure him with that elemental blast. Hash is wearing plated armor. This man, it should be pretty good against physical damage, but those lightning bolts are just gonna course through that metal, and it's not gonna feel great. Hand of Freedom, trying to see if he can waddle away from Archie. Gonna be static, trying to pop into place. Blessing of Protection does come out from the Paladin as he's in a panic, trying to see if he may be able to recover. Archie trying to go purging every single debuff. There's gonna be a Hammer of Justice just to pin him in place, and Hash does find himself an escape for just a moment. Quick wind shear from a distance as Hash doesn't really break the distance enough. He doesn't have a bubble, doesn't have a bob, could be in a tight spot, definitely needs some kind of healing in order to survive. This is going to be Hash trying to flush guy the last second. Archie doesn't even interrupt it. He just zaps right through it as the shield started to coalesce. 20% damage reduction. He just blasts through it immediately. He doesn't care for no shields. Archie is going to be the next one. It looks like Atho. Did I say Archie or Atho? Hopefully I said Atho. Atho is going to be the next one, but it looked like Archie didn't want to really give him that much of an auto. He's taking the momentum. Going from one paladin to the next. He needs to stay aggressive. While he's got cooldowns, while he got abilities, he wants to start forcing CDs out of him, dampening, slowly rack it up. That's going to be hollowed ashes. The ashes come down. Stun into Archie is going to go for a trinket. Aegis trinket with a wall, walking out of the ashes. Atho is limited on what he can really do with the ashes, but did decide to see if he can make that Ventive playstyle work. He does get Giga Mastery and Giga Versatility with this Ventive build. And while the ashes is down the ground, he could remove it. He does actually cancel it. So he's going to have some cooldown reduction on it. He could potentially use the Wake of Ash a little bit later. But he does gain a pretty big versatility buff from using it in the first place with the T if he's running the Theater or Soulbind. So you could potentially have a lot of survivability and quite a bit of damage behind him. Massive burst of Atho could potentially be bad. Does have more versatility, so should be survivable. Gonna be an interim. Trying to see if he can heal. Oh, my boy Archie just clobbered Atho. What? Oh my goodness, boys. Oh, he just came in, just blasted. Alrighty, boys. Woo, we got to get another one going. I feel like Athoman had himself a go. Dude, Athoman, I was so excited because he showed me like this build where he had Giga Mastery, Giga Versatility. I was thinking to myself, man, this is going to be the play. But that Ventive playstyle is going to have to give it a couple more runs. Chirp, are we in here, boys? Are we here, bud? Yo.